Great day, everybody. My name is Major, and welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz. Once again, I am driving the Chimera Phantom, and this is going to be a rant replay, mainly because of these two players over here. And let's go right into the replay. I don't know why I always get bullied inside my Chimera. Maybe it's because the people who bully me don't know how long they reload on the Chimera is. It's not the traditional medium tank, the fast firing gun. It's got a big gun, big alpha, but it's also got a big reload time, and you can't just um, flank and fire because the enemy could just out DPM you, especially if you're coming behind the entire enemy team. So what I'm doing here at the start of the game is I took the traditional light medium route, trying to scout if anyone is here, just trying to see if there's anyone here, and people are already trash talking each other. That Action X, he's actually doing a pretty good strategy. You know why? Because that player is a fifth. I think his win rate is about 58%. But anyway, so that flank was clear, and I decided to go over here and try to take some side shots. So going back to the Action X, he is actually a smart player because he's trash talking my team, right? The J Panther was getting annoyed, and the reason why he is trying to trash talk my team is because he's in a pretty good position. That's a pretty good hold down position there. See, he fired at me, and I'm gonna let you watch the pleasure of destroying this peak. SPIC. Boom! Fire right up in the ass. But anyway, going back, the Action X was trash talking the team so that he could provoke the J Panther and I think that was the SU-152 into firing at him, knowing that he wouldn't be penetrated because he's got that solid turret armor. So right now I'm trying to just assess the situation because we now know that the entire enemy team is on that part of the map. And in this map, I really think that the space between green and red, green one base and red one base, the area in between that's kind of a standoff point, and you kind of you shouldn't really rush towards the enemy. Look at what that SU-152 is doing. I think he got provoked by that Action X, and now he's just rushing forward, and that J Panther as well. So boom, nice HE along the sides of that RHM, and I think two of them died already. I'm trying to get as much side shots and try to give as much support as I can. So the T-29 is now down to a one shot, and you see the Action X. Yeah, he destroyed the two tank destroyers, and they were just fighting back his pay to win and stuff. So before I continue, okay, there we go. There's the Phantom. You wanna help? Go help, not stay and help. Okay, so what I did basically was I was just trying to the plan was to destroy the enemies that were passing towards the sides, because in order to break this standoff point, you have to find other ways, such as flanking around and destroying the enemy team. But I can't just do that by myself because, as you can see, my light and my medium allies, they weren't moving with me. They kind of just chose to stay there and fire some side shots. Meanwhile, I think that's the KV3, he decided to push forward, and that's where I'm actually going. So again, the key to winning these high tier games, tier 8 to tier 10, you've got to survive for as long as you can, take calculated risks, and be tactical in your approach towards the enemy. So as you can see, the J Panther and that SU, they got provoked by the Action X and got completely destroyed. So I know what the Action X is capable of. That's why I'm being careful when it comes to dealing with him, because I have a feeling that he is a good player. So now that okay, Mara, shut up, you SU. So now that I know that Action X went down from that hill, I wanted to go and help the KV3, and the two tank destroyers just kept on all this trash talking us, telling us that we're noobs and stuff, kept on blaming other tanks and they've got no support or whatsoever. You know, they could have just stayed and at least keep the enemy there and allow us to flank, because we were in a pretty good position. If they just knew how to read the map, they wouldn't have died. You know, if they didn't rush, they wouldn't have died. So yeah, we end up winning this one 4-0. It's good that KV3 was a good player as well. I'm at 2,800 damage. I think that's about 3,000, nearly 3,000. And look at these two tank destroyers. Alcatraz M72 and what's this? I like trees. Like, oh my god. 3,000 battles, 609 average battle damage per battle, 49% win rate, and the J Panther 41%, 1,000 battles, 627 average battle. But out of respect of these 5 stars, I chose not to report them, but I actually chose to roast them just like I did to the other tanks in the other Chimera replay. If you haven't watched that, I'm pretty sure it's gonna pop up somewhere over here. So yeah, the lesson is if you want to win in high tier games, you've got to be patient, you've got to be tactical, take calculated risks, be careful, survive for as long as you can. Don't be like these two people who are they fell for the psychological trick of the Action X's, and as you can see, he's actually a 58%er. It's nearly 60%, and look at that average damage: 1,600 and 9,000 battles. He is clearly well seasoned in this game, and I didn't want to mess with him, especially that he was an Action X, fast firing, strong turret. I don't want to deal with that face to face, especially that he was on the hills. He knew where he had to go, and you know, you shouldn't play towards your enemy's game. You know, you have to find a way around and make sure that you are in control of the game. Be tactical, be smart. Yeah, now God, look at these two people. They're tank destroyers, but they only did like what, 416 damage, 457 damage, and they had the audacity to bully us. Me, that KV3, telling all of us that we're noobs or something. We were trying to get around the enemy because that was a standoff point. Clearly, if these two tank destroyers weren't experienced enough on that map, they wouldn't know that they were actually at the standoff point of that map. You know, you don't just rush um, on that flank. You don't just rush towards the enemy, or else you're just gonna be a meat bag. You're just gonna whittle down your hit points, and then you die. So that's it for the replay today. I actually got decent amount of credits from the Chimera, and here's the details. Yeah, pretty much fired as many shots as I can and spot as much as I can. And that's it. That's a replay for today. Thank you for watching.